Are you making some mistakes in camel that you may not be aware of? Due to complacency, bad habits tend to creep in over time, or maybe we never quite learned camel correctly the first time. Regardless of the reason, we are going to examine the 3 biggest mistakes in camel pose and how to fix them. Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon Slaughter, helping you discover that fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. Today, we are going to take a short journey through camel pose, identify some of the biggest mistakes, and how we can fix these issues. Let's get started right meow. Students unknowingly round their shoulders forward in this pose, which kind of sends mixed signals. Hey there, hot yoga lover. Want to come over to my house and do the dishes? Where you place your hands in camel pose will either help or hinder your back bend. Placing your fingertips down on your low back encourages our shoulders to round forward, which is the opposite of what we want to do in a back bend, thus kind of sending mixed signals. Place fists on your low back or fingertips up to help deepen in your back bend throughout your entire spine. Again, the teacher gives an alignment cue like keep your hips stacked above your knees, and we think it's just the gospel. Oh, praise yoga. Amen. I am probably going to get a lot of crap for this in the comments, but it is actually okay to lean back and grab your heels if you want to. If your goal is to come into a more full expression of camel, then leaning back to grab for your heels at first is totally okay. That way you can throttle how much of a back bend you are coming into in your camel pose. Furthermore, this advanced alignment cue of keeping your hips perfectly stacked above your knees tends to isolate that lower lumbar when we bend back, which actually brings me to my next point. Normally, I set you up for a joke right here, but I'm going to take this moment since I have your attention to get on my soapbox a little bit and give a PSA. No matter the type of back bend we are doing in yoga, we all have a tendency to isolate bending directly from our lower back in our lumbar. In back bending poses in yoga, we need to think about the entirety of our spine, namely your mid-spine, your thoracic area. Shirt off for demonstration purposes. And I get it. It's hard to not just bend directly in your lower back in a back bend, but thinking about the entirety of your spine, lifting your heart will help to put a little bit of a more bend in that middle of your back. And this may not even be noticeable on camera, but you can definitely feel it. So instead of just isolating in your low back with a straight mid back, try to really round through your entire back. It'll be difficult, but over time, as you practice, you'll be able to feel it. If you are not already a subscriber, I would love if you would hit that bell and subscribe. Lastly, if you love camel pose, I have another funny, ridiculous video about camel, especially if you get nauseous in camel, so check that out right here. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Landon Slaughter, helping you discover that fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. I will see you in the next video, and namaste.